directions. And one of the main things is that the right direction is not always the good direction. It's not always obviously good, and that's one of the reasons we have good pointing opposite from right. So your journey starts here at the beginning of the road. And it's basically a journey to justice. As you go, you have to gather things in order to become just, because you don't become just in just one day. It takes time. So you start off with the map, and you receive the map on the beginning of your journey. And the map is the map of all options. It shows you everything that's going to occur. And this map symbolizes the journey towards justice, the ultimate justice. And then, okay, so this symbolizes, it's like the bat symbol in a way. It's a calling for justice in the middle of a city, which is a great place of adventure towards your journey towards justice. You travel on towards the book of the Tree of Knowledge. In the Tree of Knowledge sprouts from a book. I'm saying that knowledge sprouts from other knowledge, and it also supports a lot of life, which is with the butterflies and flowers surrounding it. The Tree of Knowledge gives you the knowledge to understand all those choices in the map. So once you have the knowledge, you can understand all the different choices and all the different options that you have. So a lot of people complain that the books are blank. The reason we have them blank is, one of the reasons is because knowledge is subjective. We didn't want to write anything that people might not consider the type of knowledge that they want to pursue. We also wanted people to fill it out, possibly. Okay, so the next thing you gain is the compass of morality. And the compass of morality is the compass that allows you to realize which choices are best for you. So you have the choices, and you have the knowledge of the choices, and now you have the compass, which allows you to figure out which choices are best for yourself.
And we also have this pasuk, Al Tibna Tov. It's speaking about don't go away from the good and go in the direction of Hashem. And it's throughout the Torah you have to follow in the ways of Hashem. So the same way we put this pasuk as the compass of morality. You should be in the way of Hashem.
All right, and we put in the whale over there originally because of Yonah and how Yonah eventually followed the path of justice in the end for Hashem, for everyone. Next you have the Sword of Strength. And the Sword of Strength is the sword that allows you, once you have knowledge of the options and you know which options you want to choose, the Sword of Strength allows you to have the strength to choose those options for yourself. Alright? And this is the choice between good and bad. So it's extending on the idea of good versus evil and the choice that you have to make ultimately.
And this pasuk also encompasses everything, where it's saying that we have to have integrity, we have to be just, and we have to say the truth, and all of it together will work together.
Okay. The next thing we have is the shield against Yetzer Hara, and the shield against Yetzer Hara is the last thing in order to be just unto yourself. The shield of Yetzer Hara allows you to choose your own choices while being protected from the bad opinions and the bad things that others tell you. All right? And we put the shield, and we made a sort of stone sort of thing that morphs into the kotel, because there's a hint of the kotel in the shield. Because the kotel is something that keeps the Jews on the right path. It's that shield that prevents them from it being influenced by the Yetzer Hara. All right. And then lastly, you have the Amulet of Mercy. Because all of these things that you have so far allow you to be just for yourself, to understand your own justice. But the Amulet of Mercy is allowing you to be just unto others, to realize what other people need, to have the justice for them as well, not only for yourself. And that completes all the things required for you to ascend to justice, which is here. In the end, you have the scale, which weighs all these things that you've gotten and all these morals, these ideas that you've gotten. And it's saying if you get these, ultimately justice will prevail. And so you ascend the ladder, because the ladder, all the different rungs of the ladder are the different things that you have collected. These things ultimately form a ladder that allows you to ascend to justice. So step by step, justice repairs the world. Step by step, you form and create this ladder in order to ascend up towards it, toward the clouds, toward a higher point, which justice is, because justice is one of the highest points in your life if you manage to attain a sort of justice. And so you reach up into the clouds as high as you can to get this justice.